It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it's Friday.
That's right.
So, you know, we are partying. Chella H has been here all week.
Chella H, Big H.
Her flight got canceled, so we are lucky enough to have her.
Canceled on purpose, love
Yes, and we got Lindsey Granger joining us today.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for having me. I said it's my first time doing radio, so bear with me.
Which is crazy because you've been doing television for so long.
I know it's pretty much similar, run down everything, but this is my first time sitting in front of the mic doing this whole thing.
Well, good. We got questions for you. No, because there's some things that I need clarification on that I feel like you'll be able to bring to us today.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. Even talking about politics, talking about entertainment, just well-versed and well-rounded. Talking about travel.
Yes.
Because that's important too. So we'll get into all of the things. But today we are going to have the producers and also one of the best friends of Luther Vandross on to talk about this Luther Vandross documentary, Never Too Much.
Yes, it was so good.
We had a chance to watch it. It's going to be on streaming services. I think it's on OWN. It'll be on Max. It's in theaters, limited run. And when I tell you it's phenomenal, like all the songs, I was telling Lindsay this morning, I was like, I learned a lot that I had no idea about just from watching this.
Yeah.
So we'll get into all of that, but let's start the show with some love and some positivity. Lindsay, since you're our special guest, you're going to shine a light when we come back.
Okay.
800-292-5150. Let us know who you want to shine a light on. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine. Turn your lights on, y'all. Turn your lights on. Spreading love to those who are doing greatness. Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them. It's time to shine a light on them.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Chella H.
That's right.
And Lindsey Granger.
Hey.
And Lindsay, as our special guest today, and I'm excited to have you here, we want you to shine a light.
So I want to shine the light on my family. Most really my mom, my dad, and my partner Colin's mom and dad. They really helped me out with my 3-year-old. I can't believe she's 3. We moved around a lot. We have a production company. We run around and try to, we just got back from Miami. They watched her all week. So I just appreciate all the grandparents, especially this Black History Month, all the Black grandparents, because you know how much they impact our lives.
It takes
and how
a
much,
village.
Yeah, the village really helps us. So those are the people, my parents, Susan and Gary Granger, Iris Polar. Thank you so much.
Do you ever get jealous when she don't want to leave her grandparents?
Oh, very. She's told me, we were like, we're coming back from Miami. She was like, no, stay here. I'm like, do you want to go home? We need to go home.
But it feels good because, at least she's very happy, content, well taken care of.
Right. We have a ton of people to tap into, and it's a big deal. Being a mom was unexpected for me, and it just is still always unexpected.
Well, World of Travel, that's the show also.
Yes,
that
that's
you
our travel
produce
series.
and fund and do everything yourself for. So
yes, and she comes along with us. We bring our toddler around the world, and we really just want to shine a light on that fact that people of color are all around the world. And so that's important, too, to make sure that we are representing what exists around this world.
All right. Well, who do you guys want to spread some love to? Who do you want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Rodney, who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my girlfriend today.
Ooh, girlfriend. Okay.
We got 3 girls together. Hopefully, she's 6 weeks pregnant right now. Hopefully.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Or
you
you
ain't
want to
playing.
have 4 girls together if not. Okay.
No, I can't deal with another girl. No, not another.
What's her name? You didn't even say her name.
Her name is Jamie.
All right, girl, Dad, Rodney, we love it.
Y'all getting it in.
But no, I do hope you get a boy in the house. I'll pray for you.
All right, thank you.
Are y'all gonna get married or what?
Yeah, we definitely gonna get married. I just want to get her a nice ring, so when her family and everybody see it, they be like, "Dang, you know what I'm saying?"
He did that.
You know what I'm saying? All right.
Yeah, he did that. One of them ones.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Rodney. Well, thank you for calling. That was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, you could leave a message and shine a light that way. And Chella H is here. And
Nice.
Lindsey Granger's here. This is a perfect panel to discuss Kanye because Chella's from Chicago. Lindsey, I know you have a lot of things to say about Kanye's latest viral activities.
The latest. Go down the list of this week.
All right, it's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the rumors. From industry shade to all the gossip. Talk to me. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl Chella H.
That's
and
right.
journalist, producer, Lindsey Granger's here too.
Hey.
Let's get into this Yee tea, man. First of all, Kanye West. Up until about, maybe 4 hours ago. Oh no, 1 hour ago, 28 minutes ago, 21 minutes. He's been tweeting on a nonstop rant on X, on Elon Musk's Twitter, which he pointed out. to
You
make
had
sure
to
we know
update
that.
me
Wow.
on how much he tweeted. I thought I saw everything.
No, it's still going. So some of the things that he said, and I know this is awful that we're paying attention to this, but he talked about his support for Puff. He said, my support of Puff is completely selfish. I need to find whoever been trying to out black moguls. And he goes on to, if you look on his page, he's also selling his Sean John collaboration on Yeezy. Not just that, but he's also doing the White Lives Matter shirts again.
Wow. We both can't even.
For real.
Out of it, you said it right though. Like you don't even want to talk about it, but he's
because I know
on
that's
a
what
rampage.
he wants. Because his main thing is that it's like I want everybody to know who I am. Then he goes on to say, F Virgil. He said that 4 hours ago, and then he said this N-word that worked for me. Said he was uncomfortable with my wife's Grammy look. Fired and blocked. It's more people looking for work than there are people giving work. He goes on to say that he's going to normalize talking about Hitler the way they talk about killing N-words has been normalized. I don't understand the and then he said Hitler was so fresh. Call me Adolf Hitler, and your B still wants to F.
Wow. Somebody get him his medicine.
Look, Chella, aren't you from Chicago? And I know
love-
you said it's Kanye forever for you, but
I mean, I love Kanye because it is what it is, but he is going a little too far now.
a little
With the
too far.
wheelchair and the
Chella's
sweatshirt,
like, oh yeah,
Kanye
Chella-
tweaking. Somebody tell Kanye you tweaking. I don't know what's going on, but get it together.
the wheelchair one. He says that he turned down pictures for 3 Make-A-Wish kids in wheelchairs.
Yeah. I think he just really, I don't know. It's like you got all the attention already. Like, what more do you need? At this point, you are who you are. But, you know, again, I ain't going to go too hard on him because he is from Chicago. And you know how I am about my Chicagoans.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything else about that. What do you think about this, Lindsay?
I mean, he said he's not bipolar, according to him. He said his new girl, Bianca, brought him to the doctor.
And he's autistic.
And he's
says.
autistic instead, so he just diagnosing himself. But I think, obviously, the first and most important point is that if he has mental health issues, they need to be addressed.
Yeah.
But mental health issues don't make you say things like slavery is a choice, and like generally, you know, we always conflate those two things,
Yeah.
and it bothers me so much because one thing does not lead to the next, right? And I just think that somebody needs to reel him in. It's unfortunate that people always are. I don't know who's around him. There's no one that's like, okay, this is like way too far. I understand going against the system or whatever he thinks he's doing, but the way he's going about it, the things he's saying, the boats he's rocking, it's like totally out of bounds.
He said, I have dominion over my wife. This ain't no woke feminist-ish. She's with a billionaire. Why would she listen to any of you dumb, broke bees? People say the red carpet look was her decision. Yes. I don't make her do nothing she doesn't want to do, but she definitely, yeah.
You saw the memes, blink twice if you need something.
And I know her family is like, we don't want to talk about it. Like her family, because imagine how her family feels watching all this. Like, oh my God. All right, well, that is your UT. When we come back, and we'll keep on updating you because he's still tweeting as we speak. We have About Last Night where we discuss what we did last night. I know you were out and about, Lindsay.
I was.
And Chella and I were together. Somebody left a card on my door, like a business card. And it was actually a police detective, but we'll talk about that. It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
It's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Chella H.
That's right.
And Lindsay Granger.
Hey.
That last night, by the way, we used to have a different song there, but it was something else, you know, because automatically when you think last night, I couldn't even, but we have to change it.
I like this one.
Yeah.
It's very dramatic.
So, Lindsay, what did you do last night?
Well, my last night wasn't like that song. It was more work. I went to a festival, a market called Real Screen. So if you're in unscripted TV, it's one of the biggest ones in the U.S. And we screened season 2 of our World of Travel series, which is exciting because we have a season 2.
Yes.
So yeah, everybody can check it out, worldoftraveltv.com, and we'll post where it will be for season 2, our distributors and everything. But who I did meet is Dawn Porter. She was awarded one of the awards from the event, and as a trailblazer.
Oh yeah, she directed the Luther Vandross Never Too Much documentary.
Right, I know you talked to her, and I think that her story is awesome about how she went from lawyer to saying I want to produce, and like blazed her way into production. She was an esteemed, like successful lawyer, just like nah,
I don't want to do
else.
this anymore.
Yeah,
and she'll be joining us later today.
I'm excited about that.
I love that for us. Well, Chella and I'm going to show you this just so you can see. So there was there was a card left on the door. It said, please call me. And it's a detective investigator. Now, if you got this card on your door, Lindsay, what would you do?
I think it was an emergency.
Would you call?
I'm frantic. I would think it was an emergency. Like, am I under arrest?
Now, Chella, what was your advice?
I just was like, gee. She was like, oh, let me call. I'm like, hold on. Let me call my lawyer. Let's get a lawyer before we start calling these people. Because you don't never want to just call detectives and talk to police for yourself. Okay. So I was taught that anything got to do with police, you get a lawyer, you don't do no talking. She got me
nervous. She was like, hold on, Angela, hold on. We got to think about this. I was like, I didn't do anything.
I know, but it's just like, you never know.
That's anyway, crazy that I would have just called right away. Okay.
I did end up calling.
Too.
I did, because I know, like, I've had this card put on my door before, and it's because something happened on the block and they wanted to see if there was camera footage. So I figured it was something like that. They were like, that's what happened previously. They were like, something happened. We want to see if we see you have cameras, can we see the footage? So that's what I figured it was. But they said somebody used my address for something and they wanted to know. I guess I don't know. It wasn't nothing that was a big deal.
Wait, I thought this story was about to go to the detective was trying to holler at one of y'all.
No.
I missed that.
But he definitely was like, are you Angela Yee from the radio?
Right.
And I was like, yes. He was like, I am so sorry to bother you. So I was like, whew. But I was a little nervous. Chella got me shook.
I mean, you just never know. So.
I saw that series, The Madness. I was like, oh man, I hope they're not about to frame me for nothing crazy. All right, well, that is about last night. When we come back, tell us a secret. Lindsay, I know you've seen Tell Us a Secret.
I did. That's my favorite.
All right. Well, today is going to be amazing, I'm sure, because we're not going to judge anyone. We're journalists today.
We're listening.
With you.
We're objective.
You're the real journalist, but today we're being objective.
Okay.
Right? We're not going to judge you, and you get to remain anonymous. 800-292-5150. Call us up and tell us a secret. Again, that is 800-292-5150. Call us up. Any secret you have. We are just here to listen and not judge. 800-292-5150. It's way up.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
It's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Chella H.
That's right.
She has no judgment ever. And my girl, Lindsay Granger. She's a journalist, so she's used to not being biased.
I pretend like I have no judgment on air.
But in your head?
But in my head, it's all there.
Okay. Right. Well, we want to hear your secrets. It's no judgment. 800-292-5150. Anonymous caller, what's your secret?
I married my husband. I was with him since I was 17.
Okay.
He went out of town a lot, and I played.
Okay, you cheated.
Yes. So now we're actually separated after 30 years, and I saw him with a chick, and I really want to just hurt her.
But you guys aren't together anymore.
It ain't her fault.
No, it ain't her fault. You want to hear the chick part? Why does she look so much like me?
It be like
he got a type.
He really wants you back.
You're his type.
That's what's going on.
She a Temu you? You know what I mean?
You know you're
was she cute?
Talking smack.
She's cute. I ain't gonna lie. I mean,
ain't that the worst? Like, but you don't want him back though, do you?
Girl, I'm living my life.
So you don't even want him?
I just want the money. I just want the life insurance.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can still get the life insurance if you just keep paying it, right?
The policy on him?
Yeah.
I know it sounds bad. I want to tell you something. I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
I listen to you going to work every day, an hour and a half.
Well, I appreciate it. I hope you get one of them meters. So everyone knows.
Let me tell you, I was there when you were with the Breakfast Club, and then now this. So I am so proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We all are.
She built me up too.
Yeah, she's practicing.
I love it.
You
building us up, girl. Thank you.
All right, love.
See, I can't judge her. She got good taste.
She ain't wrong.
Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, how you doing, Angela Yee?
What's good? You want to tell me, Chella and Lindsay Granger, a secret?
Yeah, I be smoking crack on the weekends.
Okay.
You could scale back to some marijuana. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you want to scale it down.
I never smoked marijuana before. I just always smoke crack.
No.
Time to turn a new leaf. You have the opportunity.
Well, we listen and we don't judge, sir. So I don't want to.
Just take care of yourself.
Yeah, just try to take it one day at a time and maybe try something different a different day, and then.
You think you could stop if you wanted to?
I mean, if I wanted to, I only do it on the weekend, so it's not like I'm a crackhead. I'm just a crack addict.
Well,
I want you to try a variety of things, like put it all in the mix. Like try a little meditation, try some weed, try a couple different things every weekend, and then see if you want to.
I've never tried weed before.
Marijuana is legal now, so couldn't that be something that you could try this weekend?
Nah, I won't smoke no weed because it's gonna be in my system, and if I smoke the weed, it's gonna be in my system. If they do a test, I'm gonna fail.
Good luck, sir. And just know that people do still die every year from using drugs like crack every single year. So just be careful, please.
Ain't no than the crackhead. I know die doing COVID. I know that.
All right. Thank you. Wow. That was a hard no judgment for me.
I was trying to.
I'm also trying. You froze. You were like, I don't know what's going on here.
I always have too many words. I was literally like, man, I was hoping you could stop.
All right. Well, that is Tell Us a Secret. Thanks for joining us for that one. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And let's talk about Kendrick Lamar. He's doing these interviews ahead of the Super Bowl. So we have some clips for you. It's way up.
Oh, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yeetie. Come and get the tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Chella H. And my girl, Lindsay Granger, journalist.
I want a song.
Yeah, she needed a job, but we're supposed to get her a job. Let's get into this Yeetie. First of all, as y'all are getting ready for Super Bowl Sunday, who y'all got?
Oh, Eagles all day. I went to Temple.
Oh, yeah, you got to.
Yeah, I got to have Eagles.
Chella?
Don't say the wrong answer.
I'm going to plead the fifth.
Okay. I'm definitely going for the Eagles, too, so I'm with you.
Jalen Hurts, hello? Come on. There's only one answer here.
Well, the other thing people are, of course, looking forward to is the Super Bowl halftime show with Kendrick to see what is about to happen. Well, Kendrick did do a couple of interviews. Now, he did talk to Apple Music. Shout out to my girl, Nadeska, and here's what was said.
I think from day one was to always keep the nature of it as a sport. I love when artists grit their teeth. Like, I still watch battle raps. This has always been the core definition of who I am, and I don't think it was a thing for this year. It was always just a continuum. What I will say about this year, it was more from a space where I think a lot of people was putting rap to the back, and you didn't see that grit, you didn't see that bite anymore. So I always took that in consideration in going into any type of my music.
See, he didn't mention Drake by name, but we know, he didn't need to.
Yeah, I don't think he was doing it for sport. I think once we started adding wives and pedophilia and all the other stuff in there, that's when it, stopped being sport.
Yeah. Well, he also was in his car talking to Timothée Chalamet. Is that how you say his name? Timothée Chalamet? Timothy, because it has a little accent, but Timothée Chalamet. And he talked about his whole writing process and how he does experiment a lot. Here's what else he had to say.
I have to keep the pen moving. It's my film sanity. This also has given me the opportunity to learn myself. Find out who I am. Because when we write, man, you got to sit and go through the emotions and be vulnerable about it. And so a lot of these records I write, man, it's a lot of stuff I probably would never express or even known about myself if it wasn't for an instrumental behind it.
All right. Mm-hmm. It's nice. This is nice.
They have the same stylist. Random bit of information I learned online.
Wow.
I usually check my sources like 3 times, but that's just something I saw on.
So maybe that's where the connection came in.
Yeah, because I thought it was kind of random, but it's cute.
Somebody posted a concert my guy Seth I hosted, and Kendrick was the headliner in 2011.
Yeah, I saw that.
Isn't that crazy? I remember that too. It was, because Kendrick isn't the Kendrick he is today. He just had the mixtapes out. So, but it was a very impactful night. I think that's probably the first time I met him. All right. Getting ready for that though. Super Bowl is going to be lit halftime show. I feel like this might be the most anticipated, talked about controversy behind the scenes. Like, is this happening? Is he going to do this? Is he not? That we've had.
Right.
Yeah, I think there's people telling him not to perform, not like us.
I saw Too Short said that.
Too Short said it, but also there's Drake's lawyers that are like, listen, we could sue Fox also. And I don't know if Fox wants that smoke.
All right, and Marcus Jordan has broken his silence after his DUI arrest. And he said, I appreciate everyone reaching out. I'm focusing on Trophy Room Store right now and won't be making any comments on recent media stories and my personal life. I sincerely appreciate your concerns and thank you for your kind understanding.
Oh.
Marcus Jordan. Yeah. I've been to his Trophy Room store in Orlando. I went to the grand opening for that. I really like Marcus Jordan. He's such a nice guy. This is why all of this drama is wild to me to see.
Yeah. I don't know anything about him, but I just feel like if I was Michael Jordan, I would be like, bruh.
I know.
You had this life handed to you on a platter, and this is what you're choosing to do?
Sometimes it makes life harder for people, too.
Yeah, I do, because they can't really be themselves.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have Under the Radar stories that are flying under the radar, but you need to know about them. It's Way Up.
News. I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Chella H.
That's right.
And my girl, Lindsay Granger.
Hey.
who is also a journalist. Let's get into some of these under the radar stories. Now, I told you this was trending and you didn't quite believe me.
I had to go on X to see myself.
On ecstasy?
On X to see.
Okay, I know it's Friday. I was like, girl, it ain't that serious.
I mean, it's Friday.
Yo.
All right. Well, Donald Trump posted, I will be signing an executive order next week ending the ridiculous Biden push for paper straws, which don't work, back to plastic. And this is actually trending. And I see this being celebrated like this is a huge accomplishment. Here is Donald Trump. I guess he's always hated these paper straws. Here's what he said.
Has anybody ever tried those paper straws? They're not working too good. So they want to ban straws. I said, oh, really? What about the carton? What about the plate? What about the knives and the spoons that are plastic? Oh, they're okay. But the straws we got to ban. It disintegrates as you drink it.
All right. And, I did a little deep dive just to kind of learn some more about these plastic straws. And the problem is that Americans use millions of plastic straws every day and they're not recyclable. So it's a one-use plastic. They end up in landfills, incinerators. They get in the streets, parks, roadsides, clog the gutters, and they can sicken and kill seabirds, fish, sea turtles, dolphins, other animals. And they also become microplastics that are tiny particles that can infiltrate the body of all living things, including us. So that's why for the environment, it was considered horrible, but it'll be back.
I mean, I'm definitely a fan of taking care of our environment in the world. Yeah. So I don't know why it's called like a liberal agenda to get rid of plastic straws. Biden did implement it in 2024, but them taking it away, let's be honest. Paper straws was not the best answer. It's like fire and water. Right. It don't really mix when you're eating your food. But I think there's probably another alternative to going back to plastic, which we know is killing all the animals in the sea and all the different things that are going wrong. So
yeah, and they banned them. California was the first state to do a plastic straw ban, followed by Seattle, New York City, DC, and then in other countries too. They also do have single-use plastics banned because it's harmful to the environment. Yeah. So that's the reason. It's not like it's liberal.
I think it's like inconvenience. People get mad over inconvenience, but like at some point we got to care about the generations after us.
A minor inconvenience,
to save the world.
Yeah, I guess the bigger picture is to save the world, but I don't like paper straws. It's like
we could use no straw. Like when
but then you don't want to put your mouth on just any rest of my glass neither.
Sometimes them plastic straws be just sitting out too with no paper over it.
Yeah. And then I hate going to a place where they hand it to you with their hand. Like, is you cool? I hate when they do that.
All right. And Disney Plus just lost 700,000 subscribers, but they are still going to raise their prices. So there's 124.6 million users. That's down from 125.3. And they're going to actually do Disney Plus with ads from $7.99 to $9.99. The ad-free tier went up from $15.99 from $13.99. So, yeah.
I mean, us spending frivolously has to match the economy. Nobody's going to keep paying more. What's going to happen is people are going to start canceling more. Like
everybody's getting rid of their cable.
Like they have leisurely money, right? Like it's just going to keep going. So
I saw people complaining now as getting things released from customs is costing $25. Like I saw a few different people on TikTok saying that if they want to get their package, it's now an additional $25. But that is your Under the Radar. We do have the director and producer from the Luther Vandross documentary, Never Too Much, joining us, as well as one of the stars who was also Luther's best friend growing up since they were teenagers. Fonzie Thornton's going to be joining us. It's Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm here with my girl, Chella H.
That's right.
Chella H, Big H.
And Lindsay Granger.
Hey.
Hey, let's get into this Yee T. Valentine's Day is coming up, and I saw the baby was shooting his shot at Young Miami. He says, somebody find out if Young Miami got a Valentine for next week. And he said, if she do, I wonder if the N-word know how to fight. And she responded, if you want me, you know where to find me.
Ooh. I thought she was dating somebody new because she was on vacation a couple weeks ago.
I don't know. I also, listen, I might be a conspiracy theorist, but I also kind of feel like they just have music coming out. Because, this gets people talking, and then maybe they worked on something together, and then maybe it's coming out Valentine's Day. But I don't know. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know. People be you see with Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons, like, shooting your shot is a real thing, even if it happens years down the line. So,
right. Yes.
This could be a thing.
All right. I don't know. I guess I got to be more romantic. You know what I'm saying? And think that this is like, because in my head I was like, oh, they must got some music coming out together.
Yeah. Immediately, you're like, no chance. This is real.
All right, now Ben Simmons, the Nets are going to be buying out his contract. You know I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan. He missed 207 out of a possible 297 games.
Wow.
Across his 2+ years in Brooklyn, and they said he is finalizing a buyout with the team today. According to the Post's Brian Lewis, he was ruled out of their game against the Heat earlier in the morning and listed as being away from the team. People were very upset. I can't lie. Like, the couple of times I saw him play at the games, I was like, just shoot, please shoot. Like, do something. Because it looked like he didn't want to do things. Like, I don't know what the nerves are about. I don't know if everybody was witnessing that. But we'll see. They're saying that people are, of course, the Cavaliers and the Clippers are going to be meeting with him today, according to ESPN. And they also said that the Rockets are expected to be interested in him.
I don't know that much about sports, but what's the job setup where you can miss 207 out of anything? Like, what type of job do I need to go do something else with my life?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, maybe he'll be better in Houston.
Yeah, maybe. But hopefully. I feel like it's been an ongoing issue, you know, so. But he's good enough that teams are still interested.
Did that ruin the game for you when you were there and he wasn't?
I was getting irritated.
Yeah.
I was like, you needed to shoot that. Why are you passing? Why? Like, it's like he's nervous. I don't know. All right. Rick Ross is saying that he wants to do a BMF movie. Of course, you know, him and 50 Cent have been having his back and forth.
Yeah.
Lindsay, you want to say so much more. Yes, for years. But now it's over at BMF. And here's what Rick Ross has to say.
I do want to do a BMF film because you've been entertained by a lackluster, small budget series. Now it's time to do a big budget film. This is going to be big. I can feel it.
That's funny.
You already know. I wonder how he feels about, because Lil Meech, you know, as you can see, 50 Cent posted the text message conversation that they had. So I wonder if now because he said F Rick Ross in those, I wonder if that means Rick Ross ain't messing with Lil Meech, but you can't mess with his dad and not mess with his son.
Right. I wonder how this go.
I feel like Lil Meech just wanted to act, and now the dream is getting taken away. I don't know how many other movies that he's in, but he's like...
I feel like he can get more stuff now after this if he really takes it seriously.
Yeah, and hopefully Rick Ross, who started this drama, I mean, not started it, he said he's just friends with Big Meech, puts him in the movie, even for a different role.
Yeah, because he is a really good actor.
Look at this. This is hilarious because, you know, I just have my theory. Why did our producer, Dan, just ran over and showed this, okay?
Oh, my God.
The baby posted a song, I'm a Hoe Too. And I guess him and Young Miami do have a song coming out on February 14th. See? They just look. I knew it.
You know
when
what
I
you
saw
know.
it, I was like, because they wouldn't publicly do that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It felt like a marketing situation. All right, but that is your Yee Tea. When we come back, it's a New Music Friday, and I guess we have that snippet too. We might as well play it. It's way up.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
You should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Lindsay Granger, Chella H.
That's right.
Let's see if y'all can shock our girl Lindsay again today, all right? We got an anonymous caller on the line, so you know it's serious. What's up, anonymous caller?
What's up? I just need some advice. I've been cheating on my girlfriend and stuff, and I know the truth sets you free, but it's just, how can I tell her this without hurting her? I already am, but without more.
And so what is it that you want now? Are you trying to be faithful and stop cheating? Like, what's the goal here?
I want to leave her for the girl I'm talking to now.
Well,
you know, I would use the age-old send an email, call me after you read this.
Lindsay.
I'm just saying, it's not working.
Yes.
It's not working.
So classy.
So you want to leave your girlfriend and let her know that you cheated?
Yeah, and that I'm getting with the girl that I've cheated with.
Do you need to tell her all that?
Oh, it's a plot twist, too.
What's the plot twist?
It's her cousin.
Oh,
okay,
my God.
Well, I thought she was going to say she pregnant. No. Well, normally I would say don't tell her.
But that's your cousin.
Because you never tell on yourself. I don't care what's going on. Do not tell. But if you know you want to be with her, then just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying?
She don't want to be with her. She wants to leave her for...
She want to be with the other girl.
With the cousin,
right.
yeah.
It's never going to sit well at Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
You're not going to just have a calm, peaceful Christmas with your cousin, with your ex.
I feel like the cousin should tell her.
Yeah, I was finna say, maybe she can tell her, but, you know, if you still want to be her friend, because do you have a certain level of respect for her to still be friends?
Yeah, for sure.
That's
so
about to
just
be your
keep it
cousin if you
100.
get married. Let me ask you this though. How did you so did you meet the cousin like from going to family functions? How did this even start?
Yeah, so we've been together for like 4 years, and it's like just going to family outings and all that type of stuff. I met her, and we ended up clicking and then texting behind her back, and you know that went where it went.
I don't know if I want to know all them details.
Sneaky love is so fun.
I don't think
Sneaky links is fun.
She's going to get her feelings hurt no matter what. The family probably won't like you for a long time if they ever do, right?
Yeah.
But if that's your person, then you got to sort it out and respectfully, though.
But maybe that she might not even end up with the cousin too.
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna do all this, you need to end up with this cousin. You have to.
And you never know what she was doing
Yeah, I
too
have
on
to.
the low. So don't beat yourself up.
Because
why you always say somebody else is cheating and not telling us that they are?
I'm just saying, I feel like most people do. So in that case, if she got time to do something, then she probably doing something too. You never
But
know.
it ain't about
so
that
go
today.
through her phone. This is what I would do. Go through her phone, try to find something first, and then flip it on her. That way, when you tell her, you won't feel as bad.
No, don't do that.
You got 3 different pieces of advice here.
I'm gonna do that. She gotta have some type of intuition thing going on here, so it's like she gotta know.
Look, take accountability. You cheated, you fell in love with somebody else, and this relationship is over. And truthfully, if this was your person, none of this would have happened. So clearly this woman is not your person, but you are moving on with a family member. So that's where it gets really messy.
Yeah, it's bad, but put yourself first.
Thank y'all so much.
All right,
Have a
she
good
like-
luck.
You too. Thank you.
I don't know how I feel.
Yo.
All right, well, that was Ask Ye. You heard the whole different panel. Yeah. All right, well, when we come back, we have the director, the producer, and one of the stars of Luther Vandross' Never Too Much documentary. That is in theaters, limited right now, but we're going to talk to them. It's Way Up.
Yeah, let's go.
Turn me up. Here we go again.
This is Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and this is really exciting for me because, this is my genre, my type of music. Today we're going to be talking about Luther, Never Too Much, this documentary. Dawn Porter, you directed this.
I did.
Fonzie Thornton, you were a close friend of Luther Vandross from the age of 14.
That's right.
And also did music with him. And then Leah N. Smith, a producer?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. First of all, we don't even have to say Luther Vandross. It's just Luther.
He's one of those one-word people.
Fonzie, talk to us about young Luther and a young Fonzie and your dreams and aspirations at that age.
Well, that's what's the wonderful part about this story. I met Luther, his sister, a girl that I went to church with. Her name is Deanie Spencer.
Okay.
And she was in high school, and she used to always say, there's this guy that goes to Taft High School with me named Luther. He's a singer, he's a songwriter, he's got a group. You need to know him. I said, why? She says, just something. There's somewhere you would click. So she gave him my phone number, and I went over and joined his first group, The Shades of Jade.
I love how she was like, he's a singer. He was 16.
That's right. That's right.
He's a
That's
singer-songwriter.
people.
Bobby
was like,
you guys are like little adults.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, show us what you can do.
He was always assembling singers and assembling musicians, and most of us wound up being on 95% of his recordings. I've sung on like 95% of the records, and I was always the vocal contractor. He would call me and say, Fonzie, call the singers, we're doing a new album. But anyway, a young Luther was somebody who had vision. He's the funniest person you ever want to know, but when it was time to get down to the music, he was serious, even at 15 years old.
Right now, I am talking to the director, the producer, and one of the stars of Luther Vandross' Never Too Much documentary. Dawn and Leah, for you guys putting this together and seeing all this old footage, I imagine you had a ton of old footage. It had to be really hard to figure out what are we keeping and what are we taking out. Because it was really fun to watch, just to see like the actual footage and the interviews and the performances, to see Mariah Carey on stage.
Wonderful.
Young
with,
Mariah.
Singing Endless Love with Luther. I mean, that was a phenomenal moment that I had never, seen before. So what was that like, going through that footage and figuring out what are we keeping? What do we have to cut?
It was a lot of fun. We had a lot to go through. So the hardest thing for this movie is what you just asked, is what to keep, what to put in. Everybody has their favorite Luther song.
Right.
Like my mother was like, I know you're going to put this in. Our composer is Robert Glasper, and he's like, I know you're going to put this in, and we didn't have his favorite song to the
Where's
end.
So Amazing?
It was, he was like, where's so, we didn't
that.
have So Amazing.
And we were like, you know what?
She's got to be.
So
Shout
that
out to
became,
Robert.
it became a big moment. But Leah was so stressed because we couldn't find change. We couldn't find a place to put his early music. And she was 100% right. You know, I'd come in and she'd be like, I'm still looking for this change footage.
It was important because I felt like that is, for my generation, you know, I feel like that was one of the first times we remember hearing him with Searching and Glow of Love. I mean, even now you go out and those songs are still so
big
popular,
songs,
you know?
yeah.
So we really wanted to highlight that moment, and we found that wonderful bite from Fonzie where he talked about it coupled with some archival that Luther had. And we were just lucky to also have some really great interviews from Luther himself.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
Don from the
That added so
beginning
much.
said, you know,
absolutely.
she wanted it to be told in his voice,
Yeah.
and so we made a point of doing that.
All right, we had Dawn Porter, the director of Never Too Much, the Luther Vandross documentary, Leah Smith, who's the producer, and Fonzie Thornton, who is starring in the documentary and is also one of Luther Vandross's longest and dearest friends. We have more with them when we come back, and of course, I got to ask about this controversy with Patti LaBelle. It's way up.
Listen,
It's what you all been waiting for.
you're tapped in the Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee and an amazing documentary that all of us need to be watching. Luther Vandross is Never Too Much. We have the director, Dawn Porter, the producer, Leah N. Smith, and also one of the stars, Fonzie Thornton. Now, I do want to ask about this because there was some controversy over the Patti LaBelle part. And they said that she was not pleased with that, like that she outed him. What did you guys think about that and including that?
I think it's always like people looking for controversy. So I always felt like when I watched that clip about Patti, I always felt like she had no ill intent. She did love Luther, you know, and so we asked her, we wanted her to explain what happened, and we couldn't quite get that across the finish line. And so I'm sorry that she didn't get a chance to explain, because I know what deep love she had for him. So, you know, in the end, I think people say what they say. I think most people can understand that, you know, when you watch the clip and how it came out, that there was no ill intent.
I mean,
There was
the whole movie's a celebration, so I can't
Yeah.
see why anything would be in there that wasn't intended to be of.
It's unfortunately part of his story that there was this never-ending question about his sexuality, and so that, you know, what she said at that time is part of that story. But I think the whole idea is, does he actually get the right to say what he wants about himself in person himself? And so, you know, we definitely cut that scene so many times and asked Fonzie for advice and the you know, family for advice. And ultimately it was something Fonzie said that really became the guiding North Star, which is, I'm going to let him have the last answer. And we had many examples of him talking about how he wanted to keep himself private.
Yeah.
And ultimately, especially when somebody has passed, you
Right.
know, I wish to goodness gracious for so many reasons that he was here. But one is like, wouldn't it be wonderful to see Luther, to have Luther here, seeing so many people, you know, living in the world that we live in now, which is to some degree so much more open. Dionne Warwick said to me, so I asked her, you know, if she wanted to talk about this, and she looked at me and she says, do you know what nunya means?
None of your business.
I was like, yes, ma'am. Next question.
Everything. Right now, I am talking to the director, the producer, and one of the stars of Luther Vandross's Never Too Much documentary. You know, and I do want to say, though, because part of the theme of this movie is him looking for and never being completely happy. And I'm sure there were a lot of different reasons for that. So I do feel like it all kind of ties in together of, like you said, if he was here today, to see him being celebrated the way that he is, but also to see how people, it is a different era.
Right. Angela, one thing too is that this film is a celebration of friendship. You know, he was a genius of a person, and he loved his family. He looked out for his friends. He helped some people put their kids through college. He helped some people buy their homes and stuff like that. So while people, you know, you need to know there was so much more to this man than whether or not he had this great voice. He was really, you know, and again, this is a man who grew up in the Southeast Bronx on Dawson Street. The building's not even there anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Bronx has changed a lot.
Yeah, it's changed a lot. You know, that's right.
Well, listen, so how can people see this? I know it's in theaters, AMC theaters, limited right now, but then you also can see it streaming on Max.
Streaming on Max and on OWN, Oprah Winfrey Network.
Thank you so much for amazing work that you guys did.
Thank you for having us. It's so fun to be here with you. And happy anniversary to you. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. It's way up. You can watch this full interview on my YouTube channel, but also make sure you check out Never Too Much. This is Luther Vandross's documentary, and it's absolutely amazing. When we come back, this is your show, so you have the last word.
Tap in Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here, Chella H. This is your last day in New York until you come back.
I know.
Back to Chicago.
I'll be back.
All right. Hopefully the weather's good when you land. Also, Lindsay Granger, thank you for letting us pop your cherry in radio. This is your first time doing radio, but we see you on News Nation. We see your TEDx talks. We know you have your own show about traveling with your husband and your toddler. When are you not a toddler anymore?
So cute.
She's 3, so I don't know, but we can slow it down. So she's gonna be a toddler till she's like 15.
And listen, you guys, make sure you watch season 1 too, because it'll show you like different places that you can go, how to travel. I saw you had Greece as one of the places.
Yeah, and actually a little quick tip is go to Greece in October. Everybody's not there. It's way cheaper. So we do stuff like that. Just tell you when to go, where to go, how to bring your family, and then also try to show you a little bit of the history so you're not just going there like the annoying American tourists.
Well, when is season 2?
Season 2 comes out in September, October. We're going to finalize date this month. But we did get a season 2. So if you just go to worldoftraveltv.com, we'll update you there and then let you know all the places to watch it for season 2. Because hopefully we have some new distributors.
I know, that's right. We love it. Well, if you need anybody to come carry the bags,
I got you.
Let me know. I'll be there.
Vice versa. You too, Chella.
I'll be
We'll
there.
carry some bags. And also, the Super Bowl is this weekend, and I do want to say Sunday we will be at Cup. Since, I got my little liquor license now, so we'll be watching the game at Cup. So anybody who wants to come and join us, it's going to be very chill, very demure, until you start screaming for your team. Hopefully the Eagles win. That's what I'm hoping for. All right, and of course, you guys, make sure you check out that Luther Vandross Never Too Much documentary. You can watch the interview that I did today with Dawn Porter, who is the director, with Leah Ann Smith, who's the producer, and Fonzie Thornton, who is one of Luther Vandross' best friends from their teenage years. Amazing documentary, amazing interview. And of course, this is your show, so you have the last word.
I'm my best friend's boyfriend or husband, I guess, whatever they call themselves. We've been cool since middle school, and she be telling me her problems, and I just figure like, hey, you don't like it, so I'll take him.
Hi, Angela. How are you today? I want to shine the light on my brother-in-law and sister-in-law named Eddie and Zena. They was rated one of the top 25 best food trucks black-owned in New Jersey, and I want to shine the light on them today. I'm really proud of them. Ed and Zena, Eat in the Cave. Thank you so much.
Going way up with Angela Yee.